Hey everyone, I'm Josh here at Superior Fireworks, and I've stepped back out into the warehouse to bring you some brand new fireworks for 2023. We actually have a lot of new fireworks this year, and not all of them are here yet, but I think this will be plenty enough to get us started. So, I'm gonna clear a little bit of this off, and we'll dive into Main Street USA first. So this is Main Street USA. It is a mixed set of 4 different 350 gram repeaters. You can see those laid out here. And each one of them is themed after an American city with a historic Main Street, right? That was kind of the idea here. We've got Charleston, Dallas, Deadwood, South Dakota, and Telluride. And these are really great performance at a really great price. That's one of the nice things about a 350 gram repeater. They kind of are in that middle spot. They're a nice step up performance-wise from 200 gram items, but not as fully loaded and heavy and maybe as expensive as some of the 500 gram repeaters that you would see. So these sit in that sweet spot. Really good step up in performance, but still at a really great price point. And these have all been designed with the same firing pattern. You have 16 shots total, fired 4 shots at a time. And they have these really vibrant colors in them, in a mine to an aerial effect. And I do want to point out that 2 of them have a glittering willow, and then the other 2 have what we call a spider palm, which I think both are really great choices for these. It gives them a nice premium feel. So all in, these have a great color, great effects, great pacing, and I'm just a huge fan of this set. But we have another great 4 set, this time a 500 gram repeater set. Let's take a look at All-American Celebration. And this is All-American Celebration. It is another 4 set, this time 500 gram repeaters. These each have 36 shots in them. The one difference between this set and Main Street USA is that these actually do not have that same matched pacing to the effects. So this actually gives you a little more variety in the type of performance that they offer. And you'll also notice there are 2 of these that have come out previously as individual releases that we already have as part of our product catalog. That is Celebrate America and Victory Day. You probably recognize those, always favorites. We have 2 new ones this year. That would be Route 66 and Hall of Fame. I want to start out by taking a look at Route 66 here, because this one has a lot of great color, has a really great pace. It starts out with 24 steady firing shots that go on for about the first 15 seconds of it, and then it picks up the pace. The final 12 shots happen a lot faster. It throws in mines into the mix as well. So you end up with this really great pace, really great color, a fantastic finale. Absolutely, this one stands on its own as a really solid item. And then there's Hall of Fame, which might actually be my favorite in the set, partially because I love this label, and partly because this has a fantastic performance. This is a red, white, and blue. It's got 6 shot bursts with these gold tails with red glitter. The aerial breaks, you've got blue stars with white glitter. You've got red lace. It's got an awesome finale to it, and it lasts every bit of 25 seconds. I think this is actually going to be one of our most popular items this year. And in addition to all of these being available as a set, they're also available individually. So of course you can pick out your favorites if you'd like, or if you're just looking for variety, you can pick up the whole case. And that brings us to artillery shells. One of my absolute favorite new items this year is this guy right here, Neon Strike. There are 12 different artillery shells in this kit, each with a different 3-stage effect. So they all start out with some kind of a tail. You can see there's 3 different kinds. You have either a crackling tail, a cocoa tail, or a glittering tail. And then they get up to the 2nd stage, which is the neon portion of the effect. You have a 2-color star break, which you have different color combinations available there. And then it ends out with some kind of an after effect. You have lace and you have strobe. And the color and effect combinations in this are really incredible. It's super well executed. You're absolutely gonna wanna try this out. Like I said, this is one of my favorites. I'm really excited about this. You're gonna need to give it a try. But that is not to take away from all of the other great shell kits offered by the SFX Fireworks brand, which is why we now have the SFX Power Pack. This has 30 different artillery shells in it, sampled from 4 different SFX Fireworks artillery shell kits. You have shells from American Firepower, Hammer of Thunder, Minecraft, and of course, neon strike. This gives you the most variety of any artillery shell kit we offer. This has 30 unique effects in it. There are no duplicate effects here. And the 4 different artillery shell kits that this samples from all have very different styles. So you have a lot of variety all in one set. This is also a good example of something new we're doing this year, which is packing our artillery shells more efficiently. You'll notice that this kit has shells on the front side and on the back. And that's because there's a new inside packing design in this kit that allows us to save a lot of space. The big advantage here is that we can get a lot more of them on shipping containers when they're on the way in, which has a pretty significant impact on the final price. You're gonna see a lot more of this kind of thing as we move ahead in the year, bringing in more artillery shell kits. This is the first one right now, but we're definitely gonna bring you some updates on that in future videos. Well, I know this feels like a lot already, but we are just getting started with new products for this year, so you're definitely gonna wanna check back as we have more videos coming out in the days ahead. And of course, as always, we keep everything up to date with current availability and pricing on our website, so you can check that out at superiorfireworks.com.